Hey Nerdgenic Nation, and welcome to History Of. I'm your host and resident superhero nerd, Aaron Waller, and this is the series where I do a deep dive into various comic book characters, both heroes and villains, and give a little bit more insight as to who they are and why they do what they do. And in today's video, we're talking about a Marvel character that honestly, I didn't even know that much about until recent news surrounding one of my favorite celebrities, and that's the Hypno Hustler. Hypno Hustler was created by Bill Mantlo and Frank Springer and first appeared in Peter Parker the Spectacular Spider-Man number 24 in 1978. Now, Hypno Hustler is merely just a stage name. His real name is Anton Desloin, and he's the lead singer of the band The Mercy Killers. When the band was scheduled to perform at a club called Beyond Forever, Hypno Hustler is caught stealing from the safe by the club manager. Hypno then uses his hypnotic equipment on the manager and then goes on stage and performs, and uses the equipment again as they plan to rob those in the audience as well. Unfortunately for them, Peter Parker was in attendance that night and quickly changes into Spider-Man. During their battle, Spidey would discover that HH was using protective headphones to protect him from his own hypnotic equipment. Spider-Man would then manage to remove those protective headphones and cause Hypno Hustler to fall victim to his own equipment and be hypnotized, allowing Spider-Man to web up him and the other Mercy Killer members for the police. Now, Hypno Hustler would make various other comic book appearances, though in very minor roles, as he was not very well received on his debut. He would, however, return in Spider-Man Reign, a comic about a retired Spider-Man somewhat in the same vein as Frank Miller's Dark Knight Returns, where he would make a somewhat triumphant return to help bring down the Reign and rally citizens to revolt using his hypnotic music from a boombox. Unfortunately, the boombox's batteries would die, and subsequently so would Hypno Hustler, as the Reign quickly retaliated. Now, despite his negative reception, Hypno Hustler has appeared in other mediums, including video games such as Spider-Man Web of Shadows, and a few mentions in the animated series Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes. But now it seems the ridiculed villain may be getting his own solo film set in the Sony Spider-Man universe, where it will be produced and star Donald Glover. Now, I love Donald Glover, but I'm not quite sure how to feel about this. But now onto the powers and abilities of Hypno Hustler. And as you may have guessed, he has no powers per se, but all of his abilities come from his hypnotic music that he's able to play, typically with his guitar. He also has boots that can emit a knockout gas as well as contain retractable blades, and he can also play with his band The Mercy Killers and can amplify his hypnosis to the masses. And now for my favorite segment here on History Of, the recommended reading, where I give you a list of comics where you can go and check out and learn even more about this character. Now, the downside about this one is because of his negative reception, he does appear in various comic books, though mostly in the background despite just a few, but it's those two that I mentioned, so let's go ahead and talk about that. First up is Peter Parker the Spectacular Spider-Man number 24, which is his debut and really the only main appearance of the character outside of very minor ones. And the second is that of Spider-Man Reign, which is an absolutely bonkers run of only 4 issues, so be ready for that. But you get to see Hypno Hustler at least try to make amends by helping Spider-Man, which honestly wasn't the only time that he did that. So those are some of the major things you need to know about Hypno Hustler. Was there anything in this video you may not have known otherwise? I'm guessing likely most, if not all of it, but still let me know down in the comment section down below. And also leave me a comment as to any other characters you would like to see on this series, as your suggestion just might become next week's video. But also while you're down there, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell notification. That way you don't miss out on any videos from me or the rest of the Nerdgenic team. And also be sure to follow us across all social media platforms at Nerdgenic. That way you don't miss out on any news, announcements, or articles at nerdgenic.com. But in the meantime, if you want even more video content from us, check out these videos on screen, like the History Of playlist where you can learn about all your favorite comic book characters or some that you may not know about. Or if you're in the mood for more Spider-Man stuff, check out this Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse video right over here. Other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. We really do appreciate it, and we hope to see you in the next video.